be introducing you or presenting the works and the books of my grandfather, Sardar Man Singh ji. And this is that book which moved me so much. Yes, one of his books. He was a great writer and great publisher. He published also Mansarowar Weekly during his time. He came from, after the partition, he came finally to the Delhi and settled down in Delhi, Bhagat Singh Market, and he was doing a lot of, he became a writer and then published this Mansarovar Weekly. Good friend, Colonel M.M. Singh, what he has to say, this is also very. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਦੋ ਲਫ਼ਜ਼ ਦੱਸੋ ਜੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੋਗੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ
ਸਰਦਾਰ ਮਾਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਹੋਣ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਘੱਟ ਤੋਂ ਘੱਟ 50 ਬੰਦਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਸੋਵੀਨੀਅਰ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਸਿੱਟੇ ਸਨ ਔਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਘੱਟ ਤੋਂ ਘੱਟ 15 ਬੰਦਿਆਂ ਨੇ 25% ਨੇ ਦੋ ਪੇਜ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਔਰ ਇਹਨੇ ਐਡਜੈਕਟਿਵ ਸਨ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਸਮਝਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਿਟਰੇਰੀ ਸਰਕਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਰਾਈਟਰਸ ਹੋਏ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਪਰਸਨੈਲਿਟੀਜ਼ ਦੇ ਰਿਮਾਰਕਸ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਹੋਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਰਾਈਟਰ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲੇ।
ਓਹ ਅੱਛਾ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਸੋ ਹੁਣ ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਛੁਪਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਰੁਸਤਮ ਹੈ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਅਗਰ ਬਾਹਰ ਕੱਢ ਸਕੀਏ ਵਿਦ ਅ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰ ਮੈਨਰ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ ਫਿਟਿੰਗ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਔਰ ਹਿਊਮੈਨਿਟੀ ਲਈ ਬੜੀ ਸ਼ਕਤੀ।
ਨੋ ਡਾਊਟ ਕਰਨਲ ਸਾਹਿਬ
ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਿਤਾਬ ਛਾਪਦਾ ਵੇ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਰਾਈਟਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੇ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਬੰਦਾ ਲੱਭਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਮੇਰਾ ਫੋਰਵਰਡ ਲਿਖਿਆ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਉਹ ਵੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਬੜਾ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਿਲ ਲੱਭਦਾ ਵੇ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਚੰਗਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਮਿਲੇ ਔਰ ਉਹ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਕਹਾਣੀਕਾਰ ਜਾਂ ਰਾਈਟਰ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਪੋਲੀਟੀਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੀਡੈਂਟ ਆਫ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਵੀ ਲਿਖਵਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਮਗਰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਸੋਵੀਨੀਅਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਉਹ ਦੇਵਨ ਪੋਲੀਟੀਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਦੇਵਨ ਬਿਊਰੋਕਰੈਟ ਦੇਵਨ ਲਿਟਰੇਰੀ
correct
ਦੇਵਨ ਆਫ ਆਲ ਫੈਸਟਸ ਆਫ ਲਾਈਫ
correct they are all different dignities. Yes,
very rare for a literary man to be friendly with so many people.
thank you Colonel Saab. Sat Sri Akal. So guys, those were very strong words from our Colonel Saab. So now we will show you that book about which Colonel Saab was talking. When he's finished 25 years of writings, the Sikh community of Delhi presented him all the dignities, all over from the India, wrote about him, about his work and his literature, that what he has given to his Sikh literature and Indian culture. This whole book is full of the people who have praised about his work and knew about his work and written about this book. I will also present you, and it is very sad that I have learned about these things very lately, and this credit goes to my dear friend and retired army officer Colonel M.M. Singh, living near Panchkula nowadays, and by incident just made some copies of that book and have sent him, and I was now excited what he was, so because I couldn't read Punjabi, and then he showed me that he asked me one day, hey, you were saying your grandfather name is Man Singh, or say, is that right? He said, yes, that's right. Yes. Then he said, the pages you have sent me from this book, yes, you see this, yes, and on that last there is a list of all the writers which he has mentioned in that book, and the last one is his name. Go and check it. And I said, what? Is that right? And then I checked that it is about Sardar Man Singh. He has written about himself few lines during, that's only I could find about him. There are some few lines about him, which he has few pages, what he has written about him and how he started and all that. it is very touching to learn about him after he's no more with us. Yes, and what pity is that this book is with me since 1981, when my grandfather visited us here in Germany. His son, Sardar Mamaji, our Mamaji is also living here in Germany. He was living that time, is also no more with us. And he visited him, and then at the same year I was blessed with my first son, and we have this book presented by him. He visited us and blessed my son also that time, and this book was given to me. But as a young man, we were full of energy and doing business and running around. We never had time to read, or we didn't do that. Yes, very sadly. Yes, and his son also didn't do that. Yes, and his daughters also, and all other family members in my family. We got this book, but none had the time, or I don't know what a bad luck. We didn't read what he wrote about himself. And I know that I would have discussed with him so many things. But very sadly, I want to now share it with you, public it with you. And if you guys have any books of Sardar Man Singh or Mansarowar Weekly, or knew about your parents or grandfathers, I rare, I think, anybody from that time. My grandfather was living in Bhagat Singh Market from after the partition, Delhi, I don't know which year, but I do know that he lived till, he died in 84, before the riots. Yes, I'm happy also that this happened to him before the riots. This genocide happened there in Delhi, and he left this earth with a very good soul, with a happy soul, and without knowing what has happened after that. Yes, and this period he has written many books, and he has received so much honor and all that, which I will share with you, and about all the people which yes, and we are making it a website also for him to introduce to the world, and also. So folks, I will share with you all about his job and work with you, and all the pages, and my website. Visit us, subscribe us. Thank you.